take it for granted nowadays, but wireless controllers have become an integral part of our gaming lives. No more need for wires, but it took a long time to get to where they would become common. That doesn't mean companies attempted to make wireless the next big thing before, with Nintendo primarily being the main testing ground with stuff like the Wavebird and Acclaim's remote controller. But the history of wireless controllers can date back farther than that, all the way back to the 80s as a matter of fact, where Atari gave it a whirl, giving us our subject matter today. This is the Atari Remote Control, wireless joysticks made by Atari themselves. Of course, it's an accessory for the Atari 2600, but it's more than that according to the box, as it eliminates tangled wires, has instantaneous response time, the familiar Atari joystick design that is convenient to use. Honestly, the expression on this guy's face could tell you that. He's either the dad or the salesman for these controllers. The top and bottom flaps have the Atari 2600 logo and the name of the accessory, split apart by a rainbow streak pointing to a pic of kids playing with the controllers. The side flaps show most of the same, except this time replacing the children with a fancy pic of the joysticks themselves. The back goes over more of the accessory with additional words and pictures. I'm also glad they have a copyright down on the corner. Information is scarce about this accessory, but we can determine or hazard a guess that these were released during the crash. That may be why these aren't remembered as much, but let's take a closer look at the joysticks themselves. Strangely, the inside of the box smells odd, but that's probably because of what lies beneath the styrofoam. Oh yeah, that's another strong whiff of controller smell. Now, having a mask on, we can see an instruction manual which we'll put over to the side so we can take out not one, but two wireless controllers. Now, I'm sure you've seen that they look pretty much identical to regular joysticks at face value, but are very bulky underneath for a very good reason, which we'll get to in a second. Another standout of the wireless controller is obviously the antenna, which I didn't know was flexible to a degree. Not sure how flexible, but I'm not going to find out. Below in the bulky area, we have a lot of info to dive into. First off, we have a place of origin as well as an inspection sticker. Not every day you see something gaming related made in Korea. We also have this joystick labeled specifically as the right controller. This will be of great importance later. I'll explain more as we get into it. For now, we'll shift our focus to the battery compartment. One of these remote controllers takes one 9-volt battery. I don't know how long it lasts, but I put in a fresh one so it can get past the review. Of course, with it being a battery-powered controller, it also has an on and off switch. Not much to say about that. Now, the Atari by itself couldn't take the wireless signal alone, so the box and setup included a receiver as well. All this is a simple receiver box that receives the signals of the controllers by means of a rather lengthy antenna of its own. This connects to the Atari controller ports, which you must make sure are in the right place so you're using the right joystick, which you should also double check that you're using the correct one. It also connects to the power adapter, which in turn connects to the box. So it does triple duty, powering itself, the 2600, and signal reception. Now that's efficiency right there. What may not be so efficient are the joysticks themselves. That may vary between owners and condition, but this was my experience. I had difficulty trying to get them to work, not really knowing what I was doing wrong. I found myself having to get close and finding the right angle to get the best input possible. I tried out a few games, results were varied as you can see. I'm sure it works with all joystick games in the library, so you've got an endless amount of software to go wireless on. The fact that it works to any degree is amazing to see. Atari was truly ahead of their time in some aspects of gaming. But being ahead doesn't mean profitability. As we deducted, it was released during the crash, so it didn't last long on the market, becoming a lost accessory in the many, many accessories that were made for the 2600. But this ought to be remembered more for its great leap in technology and as an innovation or early example of what we have now. No doubt an item you should pick up if you find it, but be sure you have everything to go with it so you don't get completely lost when going wireless. Seriously though, what is that smell? Is it an unused type smell or the smell of the waves the controller gives out? I hope I don't get sick using these ancient controllers, though I am starting to feel lightheaded. Got any fond memories with this controller/accessory? Tell me about it by leaving a comment. If you like what you see, be sure to leave a like. If you think others would like this, share the video around. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button pronto. This is BrianTheBlue, and I'll see you later.